Audio check. Alright, audio sounds good. Yes, as you can see right here, monitor set to 60 Hertz. I only have two displays right here. In case you're wondering, this is the other one. And the other one, just for the sake of displaying this, is also at 60 Hertz. I have not restarted my computer after setting this down from 100 Hertz to 60 Hertz. I think I've displayed everything that I need to. Let me open up splits. And let's get started. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Yo, Korok, welcome in. Early stream. I know, the thing is, if I'm gonna do like a 4-hour stream, I want to start early. We'll now conduct a combat test. In short, fight! I can't move, by the way. Come on, game! I'm losing so much time to RNG on this section. What's going on? You've got to be kidding me. This is not one of the spots where I expected to lose time. You've got to be kidding me. Am I gonna reset right now? That's so stupid. You've got to be kidding me. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I can move now. Let's go. All right. That's hilarious, though. Alright, yeah, that was some ridiculous time loss. Rip whatever that sound was. Alright, cutscene. Chat, this time I've actually done the sensible thing and pulled up everything that I need to pull up before stream. I know the route. I know that there's a weapon that gives you 4x damage. I'm actually gonna go get it this time. You're gonna go get your PC? Alright, see you in a bit. Dang it. That was super slow. Yo, what? Korok, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. I thought that was a subscription for a second. But yeah, 24k derp. That is a lot of derp. Can we get some pictures of derp in the chat? Not enough derp yet? Yeah, there you go. There's the picture of derp. Yeah, the Discord role is pretty expensive from what I remember. Alright, prepare to split. We're losing a minute to RNG already. Yeah, 40k derp is a lot of derp. I actually remembered to refill my water bottle before stream. I already drank the entire water bottle. Hydration speedrun complete. Now we can actually play Evoland. All right. All right. You're gonna try and make a terrible breakcore song. Best of luck. All right. Oh, I am at a very low amount of health. This is not good. I think I might just take an intentional death here. So it resets me to full health. Wait, I didn't realize it reset my health. I thought I was just gonna die immediately. Okay, first try. Very nice. That was really good. That saved a ton of time. Am I golding here? I don't think so. Nice. Let's go. No way, we're in the past? How is this possible? Alright. Right. Okay. That was super slow. Okay. This Grizzly Pass is gonna be epic. I'm totally not gonna mess this up. But no, the main time save is gonna start coming after Geneva Pass. Like, we're gonna lose a ton of time to my end bridge, because I need to get something, 2 things actually, before my end bridge. But then after that, we're gonna start saving a ton of time. Didn't mean to do that. That was very bad. Alright. And one more. Alright, that was pretty fast. Because I actually know what I'm doing this time. Yikes, 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 yikes. Let's not die here, okay? Oh gosh, this fight on 2 HP. Rip. Of course. Okay, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I need to take advantage of this section to heal. I'm still at insanely low health. Alright, we just gotta hope for the best. What can I do? Okay, that's better. Very nice. What? Come on. Alright, I'm gonna try that again, because this cutscene is super... No! Alright, fine. I messed that up terribly. So you're supposed to do this first. Alright, so that's 1 out of 4 Oricon. I better not forget them this time. Okay. There we go. And now we have this section. Very nice. That was clean. That was really good. I actually remembered the solution to this puzzle. Alright. This is gonna be a decent chunk of time save, I think. That was a pretty slow death, but... Alright. That's a split, by the way. Nice, clean 1.5 time save from that. Let's go. Yo, Toodler Fiber 7. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Hello and best of luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I could show you the one-hit DDR after this. Like, after the run, I mean. But yeah, it's like, if I wanted to do DDR on this laptop, I would need to get a full combo, otherwise I would just instantly die. And yes, I am running this on 60 FPS now. I have double checked it. I did not restart my computer after setting it to 60 FPS though. Also, yes, in case it wasn't obvious, I am playing on a widescreen monitor. Restart shouldn't be required. I mean, I restarted the game, but not my laptop, so I think it should be fine, but I mean, we'll find out real fast once I get to, like, Plum. What? Come on. Okay, I did show FPS at the beginning of the stream. I could show it again after this run. Come on. Okay, that one's not fair. Mac or Windows? I'm playing this on Windows 11. That was stupid of me. Okay, never mind. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. There we go. Can I not do instant text? I don't have a controller, so I can't. At least not for now. Clearly, I will need to invest in a controller at some point. That, I did not need to do that. That was stupid. Broccoli defeats all the rest. 104 and death. Easy. Okay, maybe I was a little bit too greedy there. That was sick. I don't know how that works where it's like the guard whistles but then doesn't see you, but that's really funny. My finger joints are gonna go on strike if they find out instant text exists. Honestly, yeah, the mashing is definitely not fun. That's the wrong way to go. And now I'm gonna be in a bad cycle here. Yeah, that was like basically the worst possible spot for that guard to be in. Alright, I'm losing a ton of time here. Now we wait, unfortunately. It's fine, we'll save the time back by getting the Oricon sword. This run is pretty difficult to do quick, especially in the first hour, yeah. Alright, we lost a ton of time, we're still ahead though. I will go for Haunted Forest skip a couple of times. I don't think I'll be able to get it given my jank controls and like whatever is still going on even at 60 FPS, but I may just have to switch to a different screen that I'm playing this on, which would be kind of annoying because my monitor is like 3 times the size of my laptop screen. I could do it though if I needed to. Alright, so last run, I got really good bears. So I'm probably gonna lose time to bears. Alright, that was pretty slow. I do the whole game with mouse and keyboard. It's not that bad, to be honest. I don't think I've ever played any game with a controller, because I've literally never owned one. Alright, this is the part where my PB lost a ton of time. Alright, that was decent. Definitely could have been better. Yeah, you can't do right side Jitai skip without, yeah, so I'm literally just doing right side Jitai dungeon the way it was intended. But you are in fact correct about that. Alright. You don't envy right side? I mean, it is what it is. It's not that bad. Ah, dang it, I wasted a cycle. And I died. Alright, we gotta do that again. Like I said, very much a first run still. Come on. Let's not die to something stupid here. Unsurprisingly, I'm losing time here. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Focus. RIP. Stay a charge distance away, so yes. Yeah, that's the smart thing to do. Is either move diagonally or don't allow him to charge at you. It's probably faster to take advantage of the charges than this super slow attack, but no, you could do that. Yeah, that's smart. One more. There we go. Charging is faster than hopping. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's not forget the Oricon this time. How's the run going? I am 2 minutes behind out of arena. That's how the run is going. All right. Alright, chat, turns out we can do that! We can jump in this game, unbelievable. Indeed, it was not that difficult. Why is the ground smash looping? Look, I don't know, my PC is jank, alright? I didn't realize that's a sound effect I was supposed to play once. Wait, maybe that means the stun lock on Cherry is possible at 60 FPS. The screen shakes too. Look, I don't know what to say other than whatever my laptop is doing, it's very janky. Come on! That was so slow. Okay, let's not die here. That would be a good start. Kill 6 goes, please. I mean, I probably will have to. My laptop is haunted. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This is like a crazy expensive laptop as well. It's supposed to be good. Like, you don't even want to know how much I spent on this. Yeah, the water dripping is what's making the weird noise. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Really? Come on! Alright, we're gonna be fine. You've got to be kidding me. What was that RNG? It's not RNG, but that's just dumb. Alright. Alright, we got left side. Now we gotta go for right side. You can break those with the sword. Oh, that's good to know now, I suppose, but yeah. That was a stupid decision, because now I have to wait. Alright, now I need to remember where the Oricon is. But yeah, you can make that jump. Where is the Oricon? I will go back if I have to, but... I don't know where it is. I think I already skipped it. Yeah, it's right there. There we go. Okay, good. We got it. Alright. So I missed that one last run, and that ended up costing me like some ridiculous amount of time, because you're not supposed to skip it. That was a mistake. Alright, we made it. That is an early split. You know, only 2.5 minutes behind. Yeah, I have 2 of the 4 Oricon that I need. The other 2 you get after Geneva Pass. And if I get these correctly, I will save a ton of time. Because it allows you to do things like 2 cycle Jatai versus probably like an 8 or 9 cycle otherwise. Alright. Yeah, security deposit of 110G. Oh, I have 9 coins left off. That's great. Alright, we need 110 coins here. I know the guide says to get 120, but I'm just gonna get my money back after this section. Alright. But yeah, the max amount you can keep there is 9 coins. So yeah, now we just gotta coin grind and hope for good RNG. All the way up to 110 coins. $69 coins, nice. Still not 110 though. Alright, we're apparently already losing time. 93 coins. Alright. I need... Ah! I literally need one more coin! You can't make that sewers jump at 60 FPS. Interesting. Wait, so you're telling me, even though my game says it's running at 60 FPS and my monitor says it's running at 60 FPS, it's actually lying. That's good to know. So then, even though, okay. I don't think my monitor can actually do 60 FPS. Like, I think Windows is saying, oh yeah, it's totally a 60 FPS monitor, it's just not. Alright, yeah, I just gotta play this on my built-in screen, that's fine. I will do that next time. Or maybe it's like the display is at 60 FPS, but for some reason it's like, yeah, the game still runs at 100 FPS. What am I doing? Surprised I'm not showing it in game with Steam settings. I probably could if I could figure out how. Alright. Yo, Norapoli, hope you're doing well. Alright, so now we're gonna lose a ton of time on the split intentionally. And we're also going to get a weapon that does 4x damage. Alright, I hope I remember where this is. There we go. Easy. What? How did you find my treasure? No way. Okay, fine. You can keep it. Yo, Batty Mass Index. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Had a great weekend. But you're still very tired and you need to do schoolwork. Rip. How did I know? Yeah, it's almost like I've played this game before. Where do I go? There's supposed to be an extra Oricon here, but oh, over here. Wait, where do I go? I'm just dumb. Okay, yeah, there we go, okay. Yeah, this detour is indeed gonna cost me a ton of time in the short term. The Oricon sword doing 4x damage is kind of broken though, so... What would you like me to make? Oricon sword, yes. You're on practice weekend with one of your orchestras and you had a concert with the other? Nice. What instrument do you play, if you don't mind answering that? You played a lot of music and didn't sleep at all, rip. Alright, let's go to Mayen Bridge. like 4 minutes behind. Cello and double bass. I said that weird, but nice. Yeah, the Haunted Forest is gonna be significantly easier with this. Alright, prepare to split. That's totally how rocks work in real life, by the way. What do you mean? Alright, I want to see if I could do a Haunted Forest skip. I think the answer is probably gonna be no, but let's find out. Alright, let's go. This is where we start saving ridiculous amounts of time from having a weapon that does 4x damage. That's 4 hits instead of like 12. Oh, this is so much better. Yeah, now I'm not gonna die like 500 times on this fight. Let's go. Come on, game. Alright, I'm gonna get this one as an extra just because it loses a ton of time to backtrack otherwise. I just realized my health is really low. But yeah, it loses a ton of time to backtrack in the event that I'm unable to do Haunted Forest skip. So I'm just not going to... Like, I'll tank the time loss for now. And if it turns out I can do Haunted Forest skip, then next time I've got a bunch of time to save. Alright. That's 3 ghosts. Who here doesn't love off-screen movement, by the way? SMH. You forgot there was a ghost over there. Well, I mean, true, in normal speedruns, you don't need to do that, because you could just do this. And we're about to find out if this works. Alright, fine. Probably another FPS issue. I will figure that out later. Wait, that's the wrong way to go. You need to go this way, obviously. What do you mean you didn't know the off-screen movement? SMH, chat. Okay, I do want to get intentionally hit a little bit, but not that much. Because after this, you want to take an intentional death. There we go, we just skipped all the way back. But yeah, those dripping, the first time I heard that sound, I was like, is this a Geiger counter going off? All right, we have all 6 ghosts. So Jatai, can we leave the forest now? Perfect health management. That was pretty good, yeah. Actual friends? Unbelievable. What? You found all my ghosts? Who am I gonna play with now? Just leave, you idiot! SMH. I mean, we already know 100 years from now you're gonna find pots to play with. Doctor, this game gave me radiation poisoning. Yes. Alright. Let's go. Alright. I want to see how much time we're saving here, because this is going to be like some ridiculous amount. We don't need Oricon anymore. We saved 8 minutes from that alone. Alright. We're not done yet, by the way. Jatai was like an 8 cycle in my PB. Or in my latest run, and it took me like 4 tries to get it. So now, we're gonna get Jatai like first try, and it's gonna be a 2 or 3 cycle, so we're gonna save a ton of time there too. Minimum is 3 cycle. I was talking to Hub Kainanama the other day, and he was like, yeah, you could apparently do 2 cycle, but maybe I was wrong. But yeah, no worries. 2 cycle is possible as long as you're playing on 100 FPS. It's free, actually. Can you imagine, though? That would be so dumb. We're not getting sub-hour Demon Camp. But yeah, presumably, you all will get to see the Cherry Stun Lock, which only works at higher FPS values, because apparently my game is still running at higher FPS, even though I told it not to. Alright. Long cutscene incoming. Yo, Bling, hope you're doing well. Yeah, so it turns out that if you follow the recommended route for this game, it's actually faster. Who knew? So yeah, we're like, I saved 8 minutes in Haunted Forest just because I did the recommended route. Alright, prepare to split here. I don't think we're gonna save much, if any, time here, but let's see. That's not where you split there. Yeah, we're not saving any time, that's fine. You gonna lurk, but yell at me if you have issues or questions? Sounds good. Alright. Come on, game. Split. Okay, we saved like 3 seconds. I'll take that. And now we're in 3D. Watching people play Evoland 2 always makes you want to pick up the run again, but you don't have time for it consistently. Fair enough. The thing about my schedule is I have a full-time job, and I get back home like at 5:30, which is just enough time that I can't finish a run with like dinner and everything else. And the other thing is I'm actually on call for work right now. So no, doing a 3-hour speed run when your job could be like, yeah, we need you immediately at any moment, it is a great idea, and there's absolutely nothing that could go wrong with this. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, I've had so many dumb time losses to runs over the years. Like, I've lost runs before to getting a tornado warning in real life and due to getting a fire alarm. So that, on the scale of things that would kill the run, that is... I mean, it's up there, but it's not that high up there. Just a bit more RNG, and I have to hope that we get lucky and there's no like high severity event during the speed run. All right. I can't believe this. What happened to my people? All right, we gotta go to Jatai first. All right, I'm looking forward to this with the Oricon sword. You are exist. Damn, really? I think you're lying to me. Also, hi Sapling, hope you're doing well. We are exist. Yeah, now you're definitely trolling me. There's no way that's true. Like, for all I know, you're just some AI typing text on my screen. Yep, I should have known. Alright, chat. This section is gonna be so much faster with the Oricon sword, because these things take like 500 hits to kill normally. What?! That's insane, okay. We're saving like minutes from that alone. But yes, that is true. Sapling makes music sometimes. I do not make music.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, we got it. Let's try not to die here. That would be good. What? Why did that not work? There we go. Okay, now which way? Hold on. Yeah, you have to do this. And oh, I'm dumb. Don't worry, my PB also lost a ton of time to... Wait. That's derp. Alright. We're good to go. That was not slow at all. What do you mean, slow? Yeah, let's not die here. Alright. Now this should be... Okay, yeah, this is so much faster. Normally these things take like 5 hits to kill. Let's go, the triple kill. I probably could have done better than that, but whatever. Okay, that's still a really big time save. Let's go. You need a specific level for the statuses being one shot, but if you have it, it's so good. Yeah. Or the statues. I completely misread that. Yeah, that saves so much time. Yeah, I should have done that earlier. This way. I apologize for everyone's ears on that one. That was dumb. That was the sickest cutscene of all time. Alright. You love that sound? Which sound? I need it. Hold on. Oh, the skeleton sound, yeah. That's honestly a really good sound. Shout out to the sound designers for this game. Alright. Time for... Oh, the thwomp being trapped. Oh yeah, that is honestly one of the sounds. Definitely one of the sounds. Alright. Giant water droplet fight, go! You know, this is one way of, you know, if you want to flex the number of sprites that your console supports, this is one way to do it, but I wouldn't recommend creating a fight like Manta Ray in Super Mario Sunshine. Do the small drops deal less damage? Yes, but the thing is, the small drops can also combine back into big ones. So you do, the strat is to essentially kill the smaller ones first. All right. Oh, I forgot the key. You know, if you go all the way through a dungeon to grab a key, you should probably like actually get the key. I'm losing so much time to that. It's fine though, because Compared to the time save of even like the statue one-shots. Alright, unfortunately, I do not have a controller. I cannot do right side skip. So we just gotta play right side the way it was intended by the developers. Can you imagine, chat? Playing a section as intended? Unbelievable. That got literally none of them. That was a sick strat right there. Alright, fine. Dang it! You did end up buying a controller for this speedrun, mainly for the... Yes, okay, yeah, that's fair. The instant text is so nice, though, and it saves so much time as well, like... I will definitely consider buying a controller at some point, someday TM. Easy.
Oh.
What? They teleported up there? I didn't know you could do that. All right. Wait, no. Yeah, this is correct. Okay. All right. Does it work with like any controller? I mean, I would assume any controller that Windows can recognize is also supported by this game. Yeah, we need to... Okay. Wait. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. But yeah, if you could just do right side skip, you would be able to skip literally all of this. Okay. Alright. We are almost done now. So this, all of this up to this point is what you would have been able to skip if you were able to do right side skip. Alright, that was way faster than last time. I didn't actually mess this up this time. Let's go. And keep in mind, we've still got time save on Jatai after this. I would not be surprised if we saved like 10 minutes in this split. Okay, maybe 10 is a lot, like 7. You're playing prop hunters with random people and a hunter tried picking your prop up. Rip. Grab this. Alright. Yet another item that's likely to bring you trouble. True. Alright. Now, we have to hit this 3 times, which is super slow. But whatever. There's probably a faster way of doing this that I should be looking up. Alright. Time for boss fight. Let's go. You moved right as they picked up this rip. Alright. My pots! How dare you break my pots! I love those pots! Unbelievable! Now I'm mad! I really like this boss fight, by the way. Yeah, that's really good. Wow, okay. All right. Can we get 3 cycle? Find out now. Yes, we can. Let's go. First try boss and we get a 3 cycle. Yeah, you're supposed to talk to the boss. You're just too strong. I couldn't defend my poor clay pots. Oh, you just wanted this? Sure, you can have it. But yeah, that mine placement, RNG, was terrible at the end. Alright, there we go. Natural life energy, guaranteed 100% sustainable, eco-friendly, and gluten-free. Alright, and prepare to split. We saved 13 minutes on that split from the Oricon sword. That's actually ridiculous. Yeah, can we get an exclamation point ham in chat? We are going ham. All right. All right, let's go. Exclamation point cute? No, that's incorrect. That's a lie. I need to remove that command. Part of credit goes to me being better at the game. Probably also. Like, so much of the time save in early runs is just me not being bad at the game. All right. Geneva Future, let's go read some books and stuff. Oh, I should be pulling up the guide right now, on which, there we go. That is... We have to find out what happened. All right, before we do though, I believe there's a store here. Yeah, right here. And now that I don't need to buy the bronze sword, we should have enough money for literally everything else. So we're gonna have better armor, which is gonna come in handy for the shoot them up section that's coming up. I shouldn't have done that. I should have bought the other one. It's fine. All right. All right, we gotta go find some books, apparently. This would be so much nicer if I could just mash through the text automatically way faster, which is what you could do if you have both a keyboard and a controller plugged in, but I don't have a controller. I think, yeah, I went the wrong way. What is this, just gossip? So these children are planning to read books from the library, or steal books or something, I don't know. But the library's locked, and so they have the key, and we need to get the key from them to get into the library. What are you doing? I want to help you. I just need the key. All right. Chat, can we stop spamming exclamation point cute? You know, making that counter go up does not make you any cuter, and it does not make me any cuter either. I just need to set that to be -1 constantly. I'll fix it after stream if I remember. All right, chat. This is one of the libraries of all time. And I'm probably going to have to close chat during the library so I can look at the guide. Which of course means, I already know I should have said that, because now chat is going to be like, oh, spam exclamation point Q while they're not looking or something. Okay, Sapling, can you actually stop spamming though? I still have my chat open right now. I haven't closed it yet. All right. This one is super easy. Obviously, it's that button. Imagine not knowing all library riddles. Yeah, imagine not knowing all of the answers to every single puzzle. So this one's also super easy. It's just that one, obviously. And this one's also super easy. It's that one, obviously. No, I don't want your book. You're supposed to go return the book to the kids. The kids are like, yeah, we'll give you the key to the library if you absolutely promise to give us a book. And that it's slower to do that, so we're just not going to. Okay, and then this one is relatively easy. Just takes some time. That was really clean. You don't need to do the tube riddle? Oh yeah, that one takes forever. Alright, now this is the one. This is the reason I have to pull up the guide. So I will unfortunately have to close chat for this section. Ha! That was so fast! That was actually so fast. You always give them the book after you finish the run? I mean, honestly, that's one way to finish the run, is just go back and return the book. Alright, and then this one, you have to, there's no guide for this one, so I'm just gonna have to, I clicked the wrong one, but I know which one it is. And which square will they meet? It is obviously this one. Alright, we have all of the credits that we need. Now we can go back to here. And not get extra text. Alright, that was pretty good. And I didn't accidentally click on any extra things like 500 times like in my last run. So now, We need a boat. Is there a reason I do the mirror laser thing instead of the garrison one? I probably should be doing the garrison one and figure out the correct solution for that. This. Why do I still have gravity in my inventory, by the way? Why is that like an item? That's so funny. Oops, I accidentally dropped gravity. Alright, so we are about to exit Geneva Future. How long do I think the run will take? World record is probably like 2 hours. And keep in mind, I'm only doing 90% first half. So world record does like little over 2 hours, I want to say. Realistically, if I get 3 hours, I'll be happy with that. It's probably going to be somewhere between 3 and 4 hours. You really hope you needed to eat the apple? That would be hilarious. Alright, we're actually saving time here, and apparently quite a decent chunk of it. Okay, never mind. I only saved a minute. You know, only saving a minute. SMH. So, and before we head to Mount Alpha, we do have to complete a test. Chat, I hope you're paying attention to all the text scrolling by at that speed. Because you're about to have to answer some questions. Alright. How dare you make me wait here? No, you didn't, but you'll win. Okay, so, before destroying the world, the Great Destroyer must do something. What is it? Question number 2. What is the second omen of the world being destroyed? And question number 3, what is the most valuable item in the entire world? If you can answer all of those, then you win. Alright, sapling, that was too slow. What is first half? Yeah, finishing laboratory. Part of the reason is just because the run otherwise is too long to do single segment. I mean, I say that. I've done an 8-hour run single segment before. But the other reason is there's a section right at the very end in series where you need to you become the airship in that 2D section, and also phase 3 of series. Both of those, for some reason, my game thinks I have a controller plugged in, even though I don't, and so it just has a bunch of random inputs. I could show you after this as well. All right, so now this is probably my favorite section of the game. You have Mount Alpha, then you have the section I'm not going to spoil yet, and then you have the Street Fighter section. All of which are really fun. Alright, let's do this. Chat, are you good at platforming? You better be.
Oh.
Dang it.
Oh.
I'm apparently very bad at platforming. You would think that since I literally speedrun platformers, and that's like my thing, I would be good at this. But apparently I've just been tricking you the whole time. Let's not die here, that would be a good start. Okay, we didn't die. That was slow. SMH, streamer can complete Super Mario Flash in reasonable amount of time, but can't even do the platforming section in Evoland without dying. No! Spiders are one of the positives of high FPS. I thought my game was soft locked for a second there. Okay, I didn't die at least. That would have been bad. Okay, we take those. And we missed the cycle apparently. Those bats have killed you numerous times. That does not surprise me. No, I missed the cycle. Really? Okay. Sure, game. Did I mention I'm a professional speedrunner? There we go. Okay, let's not miss this cycle. All right, that's pretty good. I don't know what... Hold on, I'll read that in a second. I don't know what route you're following, but earlier in this cave is one of the easier mana. Yeah, I don't need it for first half, but that's a good point that I should get it going forward. No! All right. Let's go. All right, now this section is also going to be a lot easier with the Oricon sword. This section is great, by the way. You know, those aviator goggles, they aren't just for decoration. They've been there for a reason the whole time. Now, the bosses in this section are actually quite difficult. And so for those, having a sword that deals more damage is going to be extremely helpful. Also, fun fact, this is actually not an auto-scroller. The faster you kill the enemies, the faster the next wave will spawn. So there are actually things you can do to speed this up. No! Alright, yeah, I died a lot in this section in my last run. Let's go! Second try, we're saving so much time. Hold on. Getting Minos level 2 on the boss fights is the biggest hurdle in improving this section, yeah. That was a mistake. For some reason I thought the boss was coming up, so I was like, I'm gonna switch to Minos, and then the boss just didn't show up. Those battles are so annoying if you don't get the one shot. Yeah, that's true. Wow, that was almost a one-shot again. Alright, that's fine. This is nowhere near as annoying as without the Oricon sword. Let's go. Third try is still really good. I'm happy with that. You don't know if this is because of FPS. But it's super funny how I'm thrown to the side while dying. Yeah, I don't know what causes that. Alright, if I can get through this section without dying, I would be happy with that. Especially given how little health I started out with. Oh, let's go. Are the shooter upgrades a time thing? They last for a specific amount of time, if that's what you're asking. And they just drop randomly off of mobs. So you do have to get somewhat lucky on obtaining them. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. This is like the one section where I need a hardcore focus. One shot, let's go! No, you can't conserve them. Unfortunately. Otherwise, I would 100% save them for bosses. But yeah. Alright, chat. We got Street Fighter section. If you ever wanted to watch me be bad at Street Fighter, there's no better time than the present. Yeah, Minos is really good for those fights. Especially level 2. Alright, can I get sub to Pyramid? Let's find out. But yeah, I'm gonna be some obscene amount ahead coming into Amagi Isle. There it is, the Stone of Time. Not to be used as a bowling ball. Alright, best of 3, let's go.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm just pressing random buttons, not gonna lie. Is that what the gym guys call pause transformation? Random derp, go. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing. Is I have no idea how to do the optimal strat, so I'm just randomly pressing buttons. That did literally nothing, come on. That's supposed to do like the entire hit bar. Come on. Alright. It's not over yet, chat. Now I'll show you my true power! Did I change the UI? Because the HP bars look blocked? I did not. So apparently that's either my widescreen monitor being jank or this frame rate being jank. I might actually die. I have no idea what I'm doing. Never mind. Alright.
Round 2.
They just straight up say Hadouken. I didn't notice that. To be fair, I am not into Street Fighter games, as you can probably tell by my terrible skills. It's a good thing this section is easy. Well, relatively speaking. It's easy enough that I got it on my first try with only punching. Nice! You win! With an unnecessarily long cutscene. Again, I don't know if this is my monitor or what. You're the Great Destroyer? I don't know. Alright. Let's grab our bowling ball. Totally not a mythical important artifact. It's totally a bowling ball. Let's grab and get out of here. Yeah, I can't believe you spent that much effort protecting a bowling ball, not gonna lie. Either way. Sub 2 hour bowling ball, yeah. We now have authorization to set sail, and we're gonna be like 45 minutes ahead. I don't want to leave. Absolutely not. I've got a bad feeling. Where do you want to go? What? The cursed isle? Unbelievable. The difficult light riddle. Oh yeah, that puzzle. You know, the hardest puzzle in the entire game. The hardest riddle of all time. You gotta go. Good luck with the run. Thank you, Korok. See you later. Hope you have a good rest of your day. You can walk carefully on the left side of the stone instead of around. I'll need to take a look at a speedrun for that. That's probably faster by like a good 30 seconds. Maybe even 15. "42 minutes ahead." Chat, am I a god gamer or what? No, I just suck at this game. Alright, so I'll probably be able to get the cherry stun lock because the game's actually running at 100 FPS right now, even though I told it not to. Alright. A new member has joined your party. The improvement arrows blink at the tempo of your FPS. Gotcha. Yeah, I think it happens for the go arrows in the pirate section later, in second half. Whatever fragment that is, I forget. That was slow. No way, it's Pirate Robert! Shout out to this animation, by the way. All right. Geneva present, let's go. Do I do mind skip yet? Yes. Though every single time I've done it, I've gotten stuck inside of the rock after doing it. I should have gone to the mines first. I'm an idiot for not doing that. I hope I still have 10G. Yeah, I'm also not very consistent at mine skip. So yeah. This building. I am derping. There we go. That's 4 out of the 5 keys. You did not exist for a moment. Rip, what happened? I can't believe you unexisted. How dare you? But also welcome back. Someone called? So you stopped existing because someone called your phone number. Fair enough. I too wish I could stop existing sometimes when I get scam phone calls. Alright, yes, right here. I should have grabbed this first, but I didn't because I'm a dirt potato, so we gotta do things this slow way. Wrong way. This way. Alright, I got all 5 keys. What? You got 5 keys? No way. Alright, now I know there's a skip here you could do to save 4 seconds. I'm not gonna go for it. Alright, now let's not mess up this section. Yo, I actually got it basically first try. Let's go. That was optimal with no notes. I'm super happy about that. All right. No fireworks? Unbelievable. How could we not have fireworks? That's so unfair. The Imperial Special Forces! Everybody freeze! It's an ambush! Who was the new member of the party? Velvet, the girl on the left side of the screen right now. Their cards also do nothing in the card game? Yeah, that's hilarious. Stop! Or I'll say it again! Also, that's a split, by the way. Alright, now if I take things nice and easy and don't die here, we can save a ton of time. Right! If everybody frees, then freeze everybody with Velvet. Derp, true. But yeah, apparently, for some reason, if you play this game on a widescreen monitor at 60 FPS and you hit the corner of a box, you die. Twitch closed for no reason after that message, derp. Oh gosh. Okay, we're not dead. Good. Okay, I didn't die at least. You can save even more time playing the section in hardcore, I know. From what I read in the tutorial, it's only like 30 seconds though, so I could already save a ton of time in this section by just not dying, so I'm gonna start with that. Yeah, by not doing that. Thankfully, that happened right after a checkpoint. What was that animation? I'm sorry, what? Okay, so you need to jump there. But not there, apparently. No! This is why you usually play on middle difficulty. Fair enough. Middle difficulty is definitely a good choice. What? How did I die there? Okay. I have a plan. There we go. Okay. Okay, that one made sense. All right. Will I get the stun lock this time? Or will the 60 FPS say no? This is how we find out. That sound is horrible, by the way. Yep, my game is still borked. That's not supposed to be possible. But yeah, apparently my game, even though my monitor is still at 60 FPS, is running at 100 FPS. To the mines! There are all sorts of bugs in that fight. Derp. Alright, now for quite possibly the biggest skip in the entire run, but first we got a boss fight. Are you sure you want to do this? We've got company. It's me, Super Mario. Also, yes, maxing out the difficulty on this fight, ironically enough, makes it easier. Okay, maybe I lied. No, come on. No, come on. That was a really good hit. There we go. An hour ahead, that doesn't count. I split at the end of mines instead of at the right spot in my run. An hour ahead, not clickbait. SMH. Alright, let's do this. So now this is the part that I struggle with. You might be wondering, why are you going in the complete opposite direction that you're supposed to go? And leaving the area? And the answer is you could do this really janky strat right here. I want to be at full health for this though. This is gonna take a while probably. I'm dead. No! Ah. I have bombs only temporarily. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to clip below the loading zone. And out of bounds. Which, as I'm sure you could tell, is very non-trivial. That might be too far up. Nope, that didn't work. Come on. I got this, like, reasonably quickly last time. By the way, if you mess up the boss fight at all, you have to do this again. Pixel perfect? I don't know. Dang it.
Oh. Oh.
You can set the bomb right when you... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So you need to walk down after placing it.
Oh.
Your chin on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, that pixel right there. I know what you mean. The pixel that causes you to leave.
Oh. Oh.
There we go. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it. Yeah, now you get to see the insanity that is this fight at like 1,000,000 FPS. And we have a plan, I promise. I'm probably gonna get stuck in the rock here, knowing me. Yeah, I'm going into the rock. Wait, I'm only halfway in the rock this time. What? This is fine. As long as we can defeat phase 1 while stuck in the rock, we could do the clip again, and next time we'll be in a good spot. What is this attack? Just wait until you see the phase 2. Like, in phase 2, the entire screen gets filled with rocks. Yep. I'm not fully inside of the rocket, so I just died. Dang it. With both controller and keyboard, you can move pixel by pixel. Yeah, I don't have a controller, as I've already mentioned, but that's good to know. Looks like my FPS is at like 1,000,000. This monitor is capable of 100 FPS, so I think the game is like, oh, I must be running at 100 FPS, even though my monitor's FPS is set to 60. Like, I manually put in an override in Windows settings. I will accept my fate and become one with the rock. Wait, we're good now. I don't have super bombs yet, which is what happens if you die before phase 3, but... that probably would have worked. When you die, it doesn't do the cutscene. Okay, fair enough. 42 health to start this is rough though. If I had super bombs, this would be a lot easier, but it is what it is. Did I change back to easy? I did not. Now I did. Thank you for the reminder on that. Yeah, you know, setting the game to easy is generally considered good if you're just starting out in speedrunning. But yeah, you're not supposed to take that much damage to the bomb. Alright. You will never defeat me! What? That's not at all where I was! What is this bomb placement? If you aim directly at me and you have the thing go at like 5 million miles per hour. Oh. Hide behind a rock, duh. I should have known. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Have I seen the visual setup for not getting soft locked on the first try? I have not. Even if I could just make it to phase 2 here and get super bombs, that would be incredibly helpful. Alright, we just gotta keep doing this until we get a success. Actually, I could probably do this. That does literally nothing, it doesn't even do damage. I cannot read chat right now, unfortunately. I will be able to read chat on the cutscene transition into phase 2. But right now I really, really don't want to die. No! Alright, hi 10K, hope you're doing well. But yeah, there's been a lot of this recently. There we go. You can also use enemies to damage past. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Place multiple bombs on different lines and then hide. Yeah, that's smart. Something like this, yeah? Yeah, no, that's way too risky. I'm already half dead. Come on! There are 2 pixels that don't soft lock you. That's not a lot. Look, if I could just get to phase 2, I think I have a decent chance here. Yeah, there we go. Yes! Phase 2! No potions? No, I don't know how to use potions. Alright, so now I will have super bombs for this fight, which will make it a lot easier. Yeah, that wasn't good enough. There we go. Alright, so now we're still back here, but we now have super bombs, which is gonna make this a lot easier. You find super bombs way more scary. All right. Okay, yeah, there are definitely less rocks here. All right, yeah. I think I have to do this. Because otherwise this is literally unsurvivable. And I'm not going to be able to read chat during this part since I just unplugged my monitor, but whatever. But yeah, unlike my monitor, this screen is set at actual 60 FPS. Not 100 capped to 60 with some weird cap that's not really working. So this should make it a lot easier. And if you can't see the left side of my screen because of my splits, yeah, I can't either, actually. I can't see! You're behind my splits! Get away from there! Okay, better not die here. Oh wait, these things drop health. Dang it! That's definitely the way to go, though. Yeah, sorry for not being able to read chat during this section. I should probably just like pull up chat on my phone or something, but My phone right now is not in this room, and so I would need to go find it and pick it up and lose time doing that. Not that time loss matters that much. Alright, phase 2. No, don't get behind my live split. I can't see back there. If I die again, I've got a solution though. Alright, I am going to do this. And see if that helps. Your monitor won't even let you do 100 FPS. 100 is such a weird number. Look, I'm not gonna ask too many questions. I was like, yo, can I have a decent 4K monitor that I could use for work? And they were like, yeah, if you pay this ridiculous amount of money, we'll give you this one. I was like, all right, fine. That's not actually that ridiculous. So it's not like a gaming monitor. I intentionally bought an office monitor, which might be why it doesn't do like 3 million FPS. Ironically enough, this laptop screen can actually do 165 FPS. But when I play this on laptop, it works fine, and it actually runs at 60 FPS. There we go. Very nice. Yours is 144, but most things are in 60. Yeah, I just set mine to 60 for my laptop because otherwise it just wastes battery. All right, we're finally freaking done with this section. Jeez. The Imperial Special Forces. Everybody freeze! Alright. And now I can switch back to my external monitor so I can actually read chat during the run. Is that a 1 hour time save? Yes, that is 1 hour. How far into the run am I? At this point, I am almost completely done. Right, you need to go around here. We might actually be able to finish a run today. It's not going to be sub 3, but it is going to be a completed run. Yeah, this is the final section for first half. We have one boss battle and then one like area to go. All right. Now we need to find a way into this door. This is not going to be sub 3, by the way. Let me make sure y'all can hear me okay. Audio check. Okay, good. I remember you. You were there 50 years ago. All right. I love how half of them are named after fruit and the other half are named after cities in Nevada. I've never been to Reno, Nevada. Reno is a shoe store in Germany as well. I did not know that. This game is a great game that soft locks on Plum 2 phase transitions. Derp. I would very much prefer not to take a death in this fight if I have the option. Yes, let's go. Wait, was that a first try? I think that was a first try. Let's go. We saved so much time. By the way, banger music incoming. Love the music in this area. Alright, that was slower. Alright. We must— No! I didn't mean to freaking step on that! I don't think I could run away either. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, we just gotta fight it out. Yeah, better not die here. Yeah, stay away from the grates. That was an extra fight that I didn't need to do. All right. Good to go. Next. We got the disco lights in this section. Dang it! I was trying to avoid that. I don't think you can avoid that though. Character movement bleed rip. Alright, that fight was required. Yikes, I didn't realize I stepped on something. That's very bad. Never mind, I think that was intentional, actually. Yeah, and then this one is a forced fight. Come on. I need to stop attacking in the darkness. That's obviously not gonna work. Come on. Alright. Good thing I leveled up there. Next room. Alright, if I mess up Pong and I don't get a perfect score, I swear. This is literally the only video game I have installed on my phone, so if I fail this, then I'm a failure at life. And now you might be asking, why do I have Pong installed on my phone? And the answer is, I'm not going to answer that question. It's a long story. Nice. GG. Alright. Not perfect, but still pretty good. Human intelligence recognized. I think I have to, yeah. Rip. How is that thing still alive? Seriously. How much health do these things have? That was a mistake. That was a very bad mistake. I think we're still fine, but that was a stupid mistake to make. All right, test number 2. All right, this one isn't too bad. Okay, so if you hit the edge, you lose. That is my first time learning that, ironically enough. I'm pretty sure it's the first time I've ever failed this. Alright, fair enough. That was too risky. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that was dumb. Time to install Snake on my phone. I used to have Snake. I don't anymore. Back in the day when I had one of those flip phones. That's like the worst spot. GG. Human intelligence not confirmed? Yeah, I can't play Snake. You'd say Unk, but you're probably older than me. Yeah, no comment. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have a choice there. You're probably younger than Riley, no comment. I mean, you're still in school, and I have a full-time job. Yikes, that's very bad. I don't know if that is a solvable problem or not. Like, if I do this... Okay, yeah, that's not a solvable problem. Yikes. I swear, if I end up losing this because I freaking lose a fight or something, that's gonna be so dumb. Well, you might have dropped out of school and you got a full-time job, and I mean, you're not entirely wrong about that. That is one of the possibilities. Too bad she isn't on the yikes. Yeah. That comment is not very funny, not gonna lie, but focus. Come on. I'll wait and do a combo. All right. There we go. All right, now this one is the one that I really struggle with. Yikes. Yeah, this one is challenging for sure. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. Yikes! Yes! Let's go! Alright, that wasn't too bad. Could've been worse. I just realized that is now a giant run killer right at the end of the run. Right. I was not expecting a fight here, but... That was an incredibly stupid decision. That was an incredibly stupid decision. That was like one of the worst decisions I could have possibly made. I misclicked. Run's dead. Run's dead. Just like that. I'm gonna have to do all these puzzles again. I am so tempted to reset right now. I know I'm 3.5 hours in. I don't even care. I'm so tempted to reset right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo everything, including the puzzles. Yep. We gotta go again, chat. Oh, I skipped Pong at least. I suppose it could have been worse. What time do I think I'll finish this run? Probably sub 4 is realistic at this point. Yep, another battle. But yeah, I think it's gonna be in the like high 3-hour range. And keep in mind, this is just first half. Now you understand why I don't run this game regularly. Or like, why I don't want to run full any percent, I mean. Derp, I waited till the worst possible time there. World record is like 4.5 hours for the entire game. So it is partially a question of me being bad at the game, and it is also partially a question of me not being able to do controller only tricks. All right. We gotta do this again. I'm not gonna get this first try. Oh, the last second. Let's go. And it was first try. Alright, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't spawn everything in at once. But I'm pretty sure this is the final puzzle. After this, we have a boss fight. And then we're done. Yikes. Alright, we got this. Nice. I really hope there's a save point coming up. Alright, chat, we got Pac-Man. Except it's a really lame version where all the ghosts don't actually chase you. Easiest Pac-Man of all time. Alright, we might have 2 more fights to go then. Yeah, we have 2 more fights to go. Actually, I should be using my ice ability here. That was a mistake. Charge. That was a mistake. If I message you on Steam, does it show up on stream? I don't know, probably. I should probably figure out how to turn that off, not gonna lie. Not gonna do it anyway, fair enough. Alright. So now, we got the mother brain fight. Oh, thank goodness for extra save point. I needed that. Because this fight is tough. What in the world is that thing? Still sub 4? Yeah, this is still sub 4. Once I finish this fight, that's literally the end of the game. Yeah, that, by the way, is one of the attacks of all time. You think you can beat this fight in 23 minutes and 30 seconds? I mean, we'll see. That is not a good sign, I'll tell you that much. Oh, it's because I messed up. I need to keep using my ice ability. Yikes, that's no good. That was a mistake. Yikes! Nothing I could do there. This fight is way worse than I remember it being. How did I beat this first try in my casual playthrough? That was a mistake. This is still maybe survivable. No! Yeah, I'm just dead. This fight is just ridiculous. Wait, confusion is actually goated. Okay. How did I get past this first try on my casual playthrough? That was the wrong character to heal. And we're dead. I can't even quit out. I just need to watch this play out. You know, I'm starting to doubt that I could get sub 4 this run. This is ridiculous. That was a mistake. That was probably a dumb decision. Alright, things are starting to look better. That's not gonna do anything, yeah. Yes! We're done. Alright, from here, it's all cutscenes. By the way, massive, massive spoilers incoming for this game, so if you don't want to see those, close the game right now. The Imperial Special Forces! Everybody freeze! Time! 3:50:12. The end. That is not the end of the game, but it is the end of stream for today. And it is also the end of my first completed run of this game. Yo, Korok, thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. But yeah, just for everyone from the Evoland community who is watching this. Yeah, so display 1, internal display is at 60 Hertz. And I need to open up settings.